What is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is a set of methods and tools for business operation and quality management. Six Sigma aims to improve quality by finding defects, determining their cause, and improving processes to increase the repeatability and accuracy of process results. By improving efficiency and decreasing defects, the quality and timeliness of product delivery improves, and with it, employee enthusiasm and confidence.
Now, to provide the background of origin of the Six Sigma, it has originated from businesses trying to reduce the defects during a manufacturing process. When the cost of production that actually occurred is greater than the estimated amount, it is unfavorable, and so managers set up standards in quantity variables and ultimately trying to reduce that difference between actual cost incurred and the budgeted cost. It is termed as manufacturing variance, which is part of standard costing system. Those variances can be price, overheads, volume of sales, cost of material, and labors. Six Sigma is only a statistical calculation to achieve the lowest defect rate of those manufacturing variances and to optimize profitability and efficiency. And here, what the minimizing defect rate means, each of the manufactured units will have its own level of defect rate as soon as they come out finished, and when the entire volume of units are plotted in the profitability distribution data or Gaussian normal distribution curve, the standard deviation represents how many units on average out of all produced deviates from the mean value. This is symbolized by Greek letter sigma, and the manufacturing variance is represented as square of standard deviation. So the Six Sigma means large portion of data points are concentrated under the curve, moving 6 standard deviation away from the mean, or the actual distribution of data sets deviate is no more than 3 sigmas in both directions. Here on this slide, we can see that moving 1 standard deviation away from the mean value covers about 34.1% of the population data. Moving 1 standard deviation away from the center in each direction therefore covers twice as much, or 68.2% of the data. And 2 standard deviations in either direction covers 95.4% of the data. 6 standard deviations in either direction covers roughly 99.9997% of the data. Here, the defected units are those that fall outside of the sigma range, and if outcomes fall within these 6 sigmas of the mean, then the process is considered to have only 3.4 defects for every 1 million outcomes, or 99.9997 defect-free products.
How have Motorola used and incorporated Six Sigma to benefit their company? In terms of Six Sigma, quality is generally about helping an organization increase profit. In Six Sigma, quality is a value contributed by a productive enterprise or activity. Motorola uses Six Sigma to maintain high efficiency by eliminating waste and defect as they discover them. This may be on a production line or even in administration. Six Sigma aims to improve quality by minimizing variation and reducing waste. This helped Motorola improve its products and services, producing them faster and for less. In basic terms, Six Sigma's goal is preventing defect, reducing cycle time, and minimizing costs. Six Sigma's effectiveness comes from its ability to identify and eliminate waste costs, i.e., those that provide no value for customers. Unlike Motorola, companies that dismiss Six Sigma ideas tend to have extremely costly operating processes. For those operating at low Sigma, the cost of poor quality tends to be high, often spending 25 to 40% of their revenues addressing issues. Companies operating at Six Sigma, however, typically expend less than 5% to fix problems. This has cost companies like General Electric between $8 billion and $12 billion annually.
The history of Six Sigma. Six Sigma involves a variety of specific methodologies and practices for developing overall business processes. This practice has been around for more than 300 years, constantly evolving and changing to meet modern-day demands and techniques. However, many of the core principles have been around much longer. This includes progress in Japan during World War II, continuous quality improvement, originally the older title being Free Six Sigma, which was expanded by the company Motorola and later resulted in companies such as IBM using the Six Sigma process. The ideology is derived from making refinements and improvements in the quality of mass production and has its origins in the US in the 1980s. This was by an American engineer named Bill Smith while he was working at Motorola. Under the concept of consistent and sustained quality improvement, Bill Smith and Bob Galvin, two former executives, followed through with the policy that products should always adhere to specific standards before going into the design process.
Benefits and drawbacks of using Six Sigma. There are many benefits of using Six Sigma. The initial is the efficiency of your production process after using it, which can reach as low as 3.4 defects per million products made, when some companies have as high as a 10% defect rate. This brings out other benefits like reduced waste and lower production costs. The other advantage is from the processes of Six Sigma. Being an extremely thorough process means almost no problem goes unidentified. This means other issues not yet in concern can be found and resolved without having to wait further down the line when it becomes a more significant issue, meaning you catch issues earlier on that can be solved more quickly, easily, and at a lower cost. As well as this large investigation that includes observation of processes, interviews of employees, and data analysis, there is also a thorough consideration and thought process to fix problems identified. This means once an issue is resolved, it should not need attention again as it receives a long-term and reliable solution. While Six Sigma has a very thorough process that finds all the issues you're looking for and creates good solutions for them, this means it's a long-winded, complex and time-consuming method. The downside of this is that it's an expensive process and takes a long time to deliver results, meaning it is not a good option if you need the results soon because of a time constraint, as it cannot be rushed. It's also not a viable option if you have a smaller budget and cannot afford to pay for all parts of the process. Because of these issues, it means that it is unlikely a smaller business could use this method, as they usually have to adjust more quickly as a selling point for their customers to keep them from going to large competitors. But also, they don't have the money and resources to complete a full Six Sigma investigation to find and resolve what is causing the defects.
To summarize, Six Sigma is an important philosophy, process and tool which removes faults and defects to produce an optimal or near perfect level of output, essentially to improve the productive efficiency of business processes. Motorola are a key example of a company that has effectively used the Six Sigma philosophy. The 5 key processes of Six Sigma include customer focus, identifying the issues, removing identified problems, involving the entire team with good communication, and a flexible ecosystem. This will result in increased performance and reduced defects.